Earlier in the program, I mentioned that a two-pronged discussion is happening around cyber and AI. Gina Scinta is Deputy Chief Technology Officer at Thales. She tells me how she's advising government agencies to think about those two prongs.
AI for cybersecurity, so you can leverage AI tools to do cybersecurity tasks. But then there's also the protection of the AI data, right? Because they can tamper with the data even in a real-time environment today. With an AI environment, it's just as susceptible. So it's about controlling access through identity access management, which is a part of Zero Trust, so it fits right in, and protecting the data through encryption, so you can put access controls. One of the conversations in the session this morning was about data tagging and the challenges of tagging the data correctly, because if it's not tagged correctly, you may not get the results you need to see based on your access.
What kind of questions did you get in your session? What are people asking you at your booth about? What are people asking about in the session that you hosted and so on? What do they want to know?
So they didn't ask, but they commented that that's the topic they've wanted to hear about.
I see.
And that's kind of why we developed that conversation, because in all the conferences I go to, I don't hear anyone talking about security around artificial intelligence. And it's for AI, it's with AI, and so there's a lot of different aspects of it.
Is there a difference between securing artificial intelligence tools and securing other types of applications, data, and so on? Or are the processes and procedures pretty much the same?
It's pretty much the same. It's all about data, right? And security of AI really is just another data use case. But you've got to know what you want to protect. And as you get more granular in what you're analyzing, that's when it becomes more sensitive, because then they'll know what you're looking for, right? And there's such a large volume of data. Not all data can be ingested into AI the way it is today, right? Whereas from a data protection standpoint, data today, whether it's unstructured in a file or a Excel spreadsheet or PDF or something, that can be encrypted today, no problem, or a database, right? But when you have to normalize that data in a way that it can be put into AI, then you're going to have to encrypt it again, right? So that it fits into the models that you're forming within the AI structure.
What do you see agencies struggling with or having a hard time with at that AI and security intersection, Gina?
Well, one of the terms they used this morning was move fast and fail hard, right?
Yeah.
So failure is, I always learn better when I fail or don't do it correctly than when it's done right the first time. So when you learn from that, then you go, okay, now I know how I need to do it the right way, right? And like I said, that data tagging is the biggest challenge in Zero Trust. It's that pillar that everybody is avoiding. And it's going to be a challenge in AI as well. But I think once they kind of figure it out from, their enterprise data today, then applying that to Zero Trust is going to be a lot easier. Applying it to AI is going to be a lot easier.
And Zero Trust is where I wanted to go next, how this all fits into all the things we've discussed, how they all fit into a Zero Trust effort like the Defense Department's undertaken.
Right. So there's 7 pillars in the DoD Zero Trust framework. The first one is identities, which identities is a part of AI, because you've got to determine who's going to be authenticated in to have access to the data. And then there's, the encryption and protection of the data, which is across several pillars. Application security is right in there as well. And then network security, because you want to secure your network no matter what, whether it's an AI environment or your entire enterprise. So a lot of it's going to carry over and it'll assume it, but it's going to take time to really focus on that. It's all that data and getting the right data in the right format in the models that it can be used, right? But it's still going to need to be verified by humans, right? So it's like trust and verify. So I got to trust this information, but I've got to verify that it's correct.